And welcome everyone. Frontier Conference Media Day. It's women's basketball. And we head to Madison, South Dakota, Dakota State. David Moe, the head coach in his ninth season. And coach, you went 25-5 last year. Is that right?
We did.
Congratulations. What a year. And second round of the NAIA playoffs. Coach, introduce us to the young ladies you have with you today.
To my left, we have Tabor Teal, who is a senior forward for us. Had an amazing season last year, All-American Player of the Year in our conference, defensive player of our defensive team last year for the conference. Has been kind of a staple of our program. And then over here to my right, we have Bria Wasmond, who's been our starting point guard the last 3 years and just kind of I'll say the catalyst that kind of gets us going on both sides of the ball.
Coach, your thoughts on the newly expanded Frontier Conference?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Having a chance to play, really, really quality opponents throughout the entire season is gonna be fun. I mean, you're going into a league that has, they had 5 teams make the next tournament last year, 4 teams make the next tournament, and so every game is gonna be preparing you for March, which is what you're trying to do. We're really excited to have more home games. We're really excited to have meaningful games through January, February, where, if you don't show up, you could obviously take a loss. And it's just going to be a lot of fun to be able to compete against high quality teams.
Coach, any new assistants, and who are your assistant coaches?
Yeah, I have a whole new staff. My new assistant coach, his name is Jacob Strand. He was a graduate assistant on the men's side at Dakota State last year. When our men's coach from last year took a new job, he wanted to stick around, and my previous assistant left with the men's coach actually, and so I retained the graduate assistant Jacob Strand. He's been great so far. He's young, but he got a ton of energy. He's got a really good head on his shoulders. He has a really good rapport with the players. He's gonna be great. And then we have a new graduate assistant. His name is Carson Schmidt, who is just going to be a huge help in more so in the office and doing some of the, operation side of things. But both have brought great value to our program.
Tabor, a year ago, you averaged 14 points a game, over 8 rebounds a game. What do you like best about this team?
Oh gosh. I think just the way that we play off each other. We fast, free, and fun. That's our motto. That's what we live by. We want to speed teams up. We want to get them going, and we just like to go out there and bring the pressure and bring the energy, and we like to dictate what other teams do. Yeah, we want to work really hard, and yeah, that's all I got. We like to speed teams up. We like to play fast.
Tabor, what's the chemistry like?
Oh my gosh, these girls are my best friends. Like, I came to college and all of these girls are going to be in my life probably for the rest of my life. We have a great team chemistry. We spend a ton of time together outside of basketball and on the floor. It's always fun. This is our outlet. This is our escape. Great team chemistry. We're all great friends. Couldn't ask for a better team.
Bria, you averaged almost 4 assists a game a year ago. How do you best describe yourself as a player?
I would say that I just do what comes available to me, try not to force anything, do what's best for the team, find the open player. Yeah.
All right, Bria, put you on the spot here. What do you like best about your head coach?
Oh boy.
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me this question. No, Coach Mo's great. What I like best about him is he cares more about us as a person than he does as a basketball player. He cares the type of person we're going to be when we grow up, where we go after college. Yeah, he's hard on us in the gym and wants us to get after it when we're in there, but off the court, he cares about how we are doing and our grades and our life.
Tabor, what do you like about Madison, South Dakota?
Well, I'm very blessed where I live pretty close to here. My mom actually played basketball at Dakota State, so I grew up coming to all these games. I love it here. It's a second home. It's a really small community. We have great community support. Our games are just electric with how we fill the gyms and all the young girls that come to all of our games. It's really inspiring because, you know, we were those little girls at one time too, and just watching the program evolve since Coach Mo got here has been really cool to watch, and I'm just really glad I get to be a part of it.
Coach, any preseason games you're looking forward to?
Yeah, we have our first game of the year is against Minnesota Morris at their Division III school, but it's kind of a fun event. We're playing on a Monday at 12:30 in the afternoon, and we're going to invite all of the students from Madison Elementary, middle school, and high school to the game. That'll be kind of a fun atmosphere, just kind of kick off the season. We have a really fun style of play, and so I think having all of the kids there to watch will be a really fun event. And then we have some really, high quality non-conference opponents. We play against Dort. They're pretty good on the women's side of NAI. We get a chance to play them in a neutral site in the Sanford Pentagon, which is one of the coolest, facilities in the area. We've played them the last few years there, and that's always a fun game. Last year, they beat us, I think it was by 2. It was just a really, really fun game. We play Northwestern in the non-conference. We play Dakota Wesleyan in the non-conference. And to kick off the season, we go down to Kansas to play in a classic down there against Kansas Wesleyan and Bethel, which will be a really good contest for us. So we always try to play against really, really good teams. We love competing against some of the best teams in the country, and that's what we try to do, and that's what we're really excited about for this season.
Coach, I know Nebraska is a big volleyball state. Is South Dakota a big basketball state?
I mean, I would say, yeah. I think, you look at our roster, we typically carry players from South Dakota, Minnesota. We have a few Iowa kids on the team. But we try to stay very local because there's great basketball in South Dakota, and we're very fortunate to find some great players. You look across the board, the South Dakota Division I schools are both very, very successful, and I think South Dakota is a rich basketball state for sure.
Dr. Crawford.
Yeah, I'd like Coach to go into just a little more detail about key returners, and then also to have a chance to highlight any new recruits that he envisions having an impact on this coming season.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun season. We return essentially 9 of our top 10 players going into this season. Starting off with Tabor and Bria. We have another, junior guard in Sierra Watkins, who is going to be just a staple for us this year. So dynamic on both sides of the ball. And then we have another junior in Angelina Chappell, who will be another post player for us that will come off the bench and play some great minutes. And then just some other wings and athletes on the outside. Ella Carstensen is a sophomore for us. Very, very dynamic, long and athletic. We have Hampton Hines, who's a great, great shooter, who's a sophomore for us. Brooke Gunderson is a senior for us. She's been kind of a role player the last few years and is right there to kind of make an impact this year. And then we have two new freshmen in Madeline Hanson. She's a guard freshman from Del Rapids St. Mary, small school right down the road. Very quick, dynamic point guard that has a chance to learn from Bria for the next few years. And then Ryan Berry is a freshman for us from Pierre, who went to Chadron State last year, redshirted, and then transferred to us. And we're just really, really excited for the season. It should be a really fun year. We have a lot of returning players, so we're kind of hitting the ground running, and the new kids are kind of drinking out of a fire hydrant right now, trying to learn everything. But it's been a really fun start to the season so far.
Coach, would you? I think you were a little tongue in cheek there when you said that Dort's a pretty good basketball team.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're very good.
So I'd love to hear from Tabor and Bria about their experiences playing at the Sanford that facility there in Sioux Falls. I've been there. It's an incredible facility. What's it like to be in the game on the floor there?
I can start. Bria and I kind of both have a little unique experience with the Pentagon, being that we both played club basketball for Sanford Pentagon. So it's like home for us. Going back there, it's like playing when I was 16 again on my club team. I love it. It's 20 minutes away from my hometown, so I probably one of the closest gyms to my house. But just amazing facility, state of the art. It's beautiful, and just like playing there with the crowd there, especially playing against a premier team like Dort, like it gets crazy, and it's fun. It's high level basketball and a high level facility. It's games like that, like you dream of, you think about it, like that's what you're thinking in when you're thinking about when you're putting in your time in the off season. So yeah.
Yeah, the atmosphere is always really fun. Dort always has a great crowd. We always have a great crowd, so it just makes for a really good atmosphere. It's only about an hour away from Madison, so we have quite a few fans that show up. So does Dort. They're about an hour away, so it's right in the middle.
Yeah, sounds like a game I need to put on my calendar.
Yeah, Scott, one other person that I meant to bring up, and then I kind of just lost track of my thoughts was Caitlin Dyer she's coming off of a knee injury from last year. She's a fourth year player for us. Came in as a freshman with Tabor and Brooke. And she is such a dynamic guard for us on both sides of the ball. She kind of sets the tone for us defensively. We're so just excited and happy to have her back on the floor, and she's playing with kind of like a childlike enthusiasm for basketball. You know, when a player comes back from injury and something was taken away from them coming back, they just have this excitement about them, and she has brought such a spark to our program. And so I wanted to make sure that I brought her up because I forgot to talk about her before.
No worries. Glad you did that. Hey, I'm going to tell you as commissioner, I'm excited for Dakota State to be joining the Frontier Conference. I've been to your campus. I can't wait to see a basketball game and just welcome you. I'm going to turn the time back to Rocky, and then we're going to give members of the media that would like to ask any questions an opportunity to do so as well. But the Trojans, very welcome in the Frontier Conference, and it's going to be a great season.
Thank you, Scott.
Is 25 wins a year ago, is that a school record?
I think our record 3 years ago we had 29 wins.
Wow.
Yeah, we've had a pretty fun run over the last 5 years. We're averaging 25, 26 wins a season. Been to 5 straight national tournaments. It's been a pretty fun run.
Any questions from the media at this time? Will, go ahead.
Yeah, this question is for all of you guys. Obviously hosting the first and second round last year in the NAIA tournament, and then even beating Montana Tech in round one. What kind of experience do you guys hope to build off that heading into this season?
Do you guys want to talk about that?
You can start.
All right. I think, we learned a lot about ourselves last year, especially towards the end of the season. Montana Tech was a great team. We were lucky to kind of catch fire in the fourth quarter. I think we had 6 or 7 possessions in a row where we had threes and kind of broke the game open. But like those are the kind of games that we look forward to, and we're excited to have those kind of games now through the conference season. And it was a good learning experience going into the season of how we played at the end is a little bit different than how we're going to be playing this year. And we learned from our kind of shortcomings last year, and we're really excited to now apply who we're going to be this year, kicking off the season.
Any other questions from anybody?
Let's give the young ladies an opportunity to respond to that question as well.
Yeah, I think that playing Montana Tech, that was such a fun experience. One thing about Montana schools is that they're big girls, like they're tall, you got to hold your own, like they know how to rebound like no other, and so we've been working on that a lot. But yeah, I think that was a good little taste of like what it's going to be like in the Frontier this year. Like we're just excited, like it's high level basketball, like Coach Mo said, like we got to show up every night. And we're really excited for it. And I've never been to Montana before, so I'm excited for that. I just saw a picture of Butte yesterday and the snow that they got, and that was a little scary, but we're excited. We're excited.
Be good.
As far as hosting the national tournament last year, I think that was such an awesome experience here. Our athletic staff did such a great job of providing like different activities and meals and ways that we got all the teams together and we had a meal. hosting the first 2 rounds was definitely pretty special the last 2 years, and playing Montana Tech was a good taste of the Frontier Conference.
That's
Any-
awesome.
Any follow-up from Will or?
Nope. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Coach David, thank you for taking time to visit with us. Bria Tabor, thank you so much. Stay healthy. I wish you the best of luck. And Tabor, let's average a double-double this year. All right?
I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All
Rocky.
right.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys.
Excellent job.